Welcome to the Silver Glimmer of the Stillheart stream, a tranquil and enchanting sleep story designed to guide you to a place of deep rest. If you find yourself soothed by the gentle whispers of the forest and the promise of inner peace in this tale, please consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel for more calming journeys. Before we embark on Celeste's quest to find the legendary Stillheart stream, let's take a few moments for a gentle breathing guidance to help you unwind and prepare for a restful night. If you prefer to drift straight into the story, you can find the chapter timestamps nestled in the description below, ready for you to explore at your leisure. Now, settle into your most comfortable position, allowing your body to become heavy and relaxed against your bed. Feel the soft embrace of your blankets like a gentle hug, and adjust your pillow until it cradles your head just right. This is your sanctuary, a haven of peace where you can release the day and welcome the quiet of evening. Let the silver glimmer of the Stillheart stream begin to wash over you, carrying you deeper into a state of serene relaxation. Let's begin with a calming breath together. Gently inhale through your nose, feeling the air cool and fresh as it fills your lungs. Hold it for a moment, noticing the stillness within. Then exhale slowly through your mouth, like a soft whisper carried on the breeze. With each inhale, imagine drawing in the tranquility of the Stillness Valley, the scent of pine and wildflowers filling your senses. With each exhale, release any tension or lingering thoughts, letting them drift away like leaves on a gentle stream. Feel the soft moss beneath Celeste's feet, grounding you, and the warmth of the sun on her face, softening your own. If your mind wanders, that's perfectly natural. Simply acknowledge the thought, like a passing cloud in the azure sky, and gently guide your attention back to your breath or the sound of my voice. There is nothing you need to do now, nothing to strive for, except to listen and allow the story to carry you towards peaceful sleep. Feel the gentle rhythm of Celeste's journey, the steady pace of her footsteps through the forest, and let it soothe your own inner rhythm. Allow the silver glimmer of the Stillheart stream to guide you, and the promise of stillness to envelop you. Now let us begin our journey into the Stillness Valley, where the whispers of tranquility await to lead you to a serene and restful slumber. Chapter 1. Whispers of the Journey. Celeste awoke to a world painted in the soft hues of dawn. Sunlight filtered through the canopy of ancient trees, dappled the forest floor in shifting patterns of light and shadow. The air, cool and crisp with the promise of a new day, carried the delicate fragrance of pine needles and damp earth. She stretched languidly, feeling the gentle stiffness of sleep ease from her muscles, and inhaled deeply, filling her lungs with the invigorating forest air. Around her, the glade hummed with the quiet symphony of awakening nature. A robin, perched on a branch overhead, trilled a cheerful melody, its song weaving seamlessly into the rustling of leaves stirred by a gentle breeze. Further away, the faint murmur of a stream hinted at hidden waterways, their liquid whispers promising secrets to those who listened closely. Celeste felt a sense of quiet anticipation stir within her, a gentle pull towards the day ahead. She sat up, running her fingers through the soft moss that carpeted the glade, feeling its velvety texture cool against her skin. Opening her satchel, she withdrew a worn parchment map, its edges softened with age, and unfolded it carefully. The map, a delicate tracery of lines and symbols in faded ink, depicted the path to the Stillheart stream, a legendary place whispered to hold the secret of profound tranquility. Her finger traced the silver line meandering through emerald forests, a journey laid out before her in delicate strokes. The parchment itself felt warm and smooth beneath her fingertips, as if imbued with the gentle energy of countless hands that had consulted it before. Celeste studied the route, not with a sense of urgency or purpose, but with a quiet curiosity, like reading the opening lines of a beloved story. The map promised not a destination to be conquered, but a path to be savored, a gentle unfolding of discovery. She felt a soft smile grace her lips, a silent acknowledgement of the peaceful adventure that lay ahead. Gathering her belongings, she carefully packed a small pouch of dried berries and nuts, their earthy aroma mingling with the forest scents. She also collected a handful of soft green moss, tucking it into her satchel, its cool dampness a comforting presence. The weight of the moss in her bag felt grounding, a tangible connection to the earth beneath her feet. She knew she would use it to soften her resting places and to remind her of the quiet beauty of the glade she was leaving behind. Standing, Celeste turned to face the direction of the Stillheart stream, as indicated by the ancient map. The sunlight, now stronger, streamed through the trees, illuminating the path ahead in dappled patterns. She took a deep breath, feeling the warmth of the sun on her face, and began to walk, her footsteps soft on the mossy ground. The murmur of a nearby waterfall grew louder, a gentle invitation to begin her journey, a liquid lullaby accompanying her first steps. As she walked, she noticed the play of light and shadow on the leaves, the intricate patterns woven by sunlight and foliage. Each leaf seemed to shimmer with its own inner light, catching the sun and scattering it in emerald and gold. The forest floor was a tapestry of textures, soft moss, fallen leaves, smooth stones, each inviting touch and exploration. Celeste moved slowly, deliberately, allowing herself to be fully present in each moment, each step a gentle meditation. The air grew warmer as the sun climbed higher, and the scent of wildflowers began to mingle with the pine and earth. She noticed a patch of honeysuckle, its delicate white blossoms releasing a sweet, heady fragrance that filled the air. Pausing, she breathed in the sweet scent, feeling a sense of gentle joy blossom within her. The journey had begun, not with fanfare or excitement, but with a quiet unfolding, a peaceful immersion into the tranquil embrace of the forest. Chapter 2. The Forest of Gentle Breezes. Deeper into the woods, Celeste ventured, the path winding gently through a forest that seemed to breathe with a quiet, rhythmic pulse. The trees here were taller, their branches reaching high above like cathedral arches, filtering the sunlight into soft, diffused rays. The leaves, in shades of jade and gold, rustled and whispered in a constant gentle murmur, carried on a breeze that felt like a soft caress against the skin. The air was alive with subtle scents, the sweet musky aroma of wild berries ripening on low bushes, the earthy fragrance of damp soil and decaying leaves, the clean green scent of moss clinging to tree trunks. Each breath Celeste took was a tapestry of these gentle aromas, weaving a fragrant spell of tranquility. She paused to pluck a few ripe berries, their skin yielding softly to her touch, their taste a burst of sweet, natural flavor. Sunlight filtering through the canopy created pools of luminescence on the forest floor, illuminating patches of ferns and wildflowers. Butterflies, their wings painted in delicate patterns of orange and blue, fluttered lazily through these sunlit spaces, their movements slow and graceful, like living jewels drifting on the breeze. Celeste watched them, mesmerized by their quiet beauty, their gentle dance a reflection of the forest's peaceful rhythm. She came to a clearing where a cluster of luminous fungi grew at the base of an ancient oak. Their caps, a soft pearly white, glowed with a gentle internal light, casting a soft ethereal luminescence onto the surrounding moss and leaves. The fungi seemed to hum with a quiet energy, their soft glow pulsing gently like a slow heartbeat. Celeste sat beside them, feeling the cool dampness of the earth beneath her, the soft light bathing her in its gentle glow. The sounds of the forest were muted and soothing, the whisper of leaves, the gentle murmur of the breeze, the distant call of a dove, the soft rustling of unseen creatures in the undergrowth. There was no harshness, no jarring noise, only a continuous harmonious symphony of nature's quiet music. Celeste closed her eyes, allowing the sounds to wash over her, feeling a sense of deep relaxation settle into her body. She imagined the stories carried on the wind, whispered secrets passed from tree to tree, leaf to leaf, tales of sunlight and rain, of growth and decay, of the quiet resilience of nature's cycles. The forest seemed to be a living library, its pages written in leaves and bark, its stories whispered on the breeze. She felt a sense of connection to this ancient wisdom, a quiet understanding of the interconnectedness of all things. As she walked further, the forest floor became softer, carpeted with a thick layer of fallen leaves, their colors ranging from faded gold to russet brown. Each step was cushioned, silent, like walking on a cloud. The texture of the leaves beneath her feet was soft and yielding, a gentle massage for her soles. She felt a lightness in her step, a sense of ease in her movements, as if the forest itself was carrying her forward. The air grew cooler as evening approached, and the sunlight began to slant through the trees at a lower angle, casting long, gentle shadows. The colors of the forest deepened, becoming richer, more saturated. The jade leaves turned a deeper emerald, the gold leaves glowed with a warm amber light. The forest seemed to prepare for rest, settling into a quiet stillness, a peaceful anticipation of the coming night. Celeste felt a sense of cozy contentment settle over her, like being wrapped in a warm, soft blanket. Chapter 3. Reflections in the Azure Pool. Emerging from the dense forest, Celeste found herself at the edge of a hidden glade, bathed in the soft, diffused light of the early afternoon. In the center of the glade lay a pool of water so clear and still it mirrored the sky above with perfect fidelity. The water shimmered with an ethereal azure hue, as if reflecting not just the sky, but a deeper, more celestial blue. The Azure pool, she realized, must be the place spoken of in the old forest tales. Dragonflies, their wings iridescent and delicate as spun glass, danced above the surface of the pool, their bodies casting fleeting shadows on the mirrored sky. Their gentle buzzing, a soft, continuous hum, aided to the peaceful ambiance of the glade. Celeste watched them, fascinated by their graceful movements, their shimmering wings catching the sunlight and scattering it in tiny rainbows. The air around the pool was cool and fresh, carrying the scent of water lilies and damp moss. The sound of gently trickling water emanating from a hidden spring feeding the pool was a constant soothing murmur. Celeste approached the edge of the pool, the soft grass yielding beneath her feet, and knelt beside the still water. Her reflection gazed back at her, clear and undisturbed, framed by the azure depths. She dipped her hands into the pool, the water cool and silken against her skin. A gentle tingling sensation spread through her fingers and hands, a subtle energy emanating from the water. The touch of the water was soothing, calming, washing away any lingering tension from her journey. She cupped her hands and brought the cool water to her lips, drinking slowly, savoring its pure, refreshing taste. As she drank, she closed her eyes, focusing on the sensations, the coolness of the water, the gentle buzzing of dragonflies, the soft murmur of the spring, the warmth of the sun on her face. A feeling of deep peace settled within her, a quiet contentment that spread through her body like a gentle wave. The azure pool seemed to emanate tranquility, its stillness reflecting not just the sky, but an inner stillness as well. Opening her eyes, she gazed into the depths of the pool, seeing not just her reflection, but also the smooth, rounded stones lining the bottom, the delicate water plants swaying gently in the current, the tiny fish darting in and out of the shadows. The pool was a miniature world, teeming with quiet life, a microcosm of the larger forest ecosystem. She felt a sense of wonder at its hidden beauty, its peaceful, self-contained existence. She spent a long time by the azure pool, simply sitting and observing, allowing its tranquility to seep into her being. She watched the clouds drift across the mirrored surface, their shapes morphing and changing like fleeting thoughts passing through the mind. The reflection of the sky was constantly shifting, yet the pool itself remained still, undisturbed, a constant anchor of peace in a world of change. As the sun began to dip lower in the sky, casting a warm golden light across the glade, Celeste felt a gentle weariness settle over her. The azure pool had soothed her spirit and calmed her mind, preparing her for rest. She found a soft patch of moss near the pool's edge, spread out her blanket, and settled down for the night. The gentle murmur of the spring and the soft buzzing of dragonflies lulling her toward sleep, the azure reflection of the sky above a peaceful canopy. Chapter 4. Ascent to Stillness Mountain. With the dawn, Celeste awoke refreshed and renewed by her night spent by the azure pool. The air was crisp and cool, carrying the scent of mountain pine and a hint of snow from higher elevations. The sun, just cresting the horizon, painted the sky in soft hues of pink and orange, reflecting in the still waters of the pool like a watercolor masterpiece. She felt a gentle energy stirring within her, a quiet eagerness to continue her journey towards Stillness Mountain. After a simple breakfast of dried berries and nuts, she packed her belongings and turned her gaze upwards towards the looming silhouette of the mountain in the distance. Stillness Mountain, she knew, was the source of the Stillheart stream, the ultimate destination of her quest. The path ahead led upwards, a gentle ascent through meadows filled with wildflowers and towards the higher, more rugged slopes of the mountain. The meadows were a riot of color, a tapestry woven from countless wildflowers in pastel shades of lavender, pink, yellow, and white. Their delicate fragrances mingled in the air, creating a sweet floral perfume that drifted on the gentle breeze. Butterflies and bees buzzed lazily among the blossoms, their gentle activity adding to the peaceful symphony of the mountain meadow. Celeste walked slowly through the flowers, admiring their delicate beauty, their soft petals brushing against her legs like a gentle caress. The path wound upwards, becoming steeper but never challenging, a gradual incline that invited a steady, mindful pace. The sounds of the forest faded behind her, replaced by the rustling of grasses in the meadow and the distant call of mountain birds. The air grew thinner and cooler with each step upwards, carrying the invigorating scent of pine needles and fresh mountain air. Celeste breathed deeply, feeling her lungs expand with the clean, pure air. She paused to watch fluffy white clouds drift lazily overhead, their shapes morphing into fantastical creatures, dragons with feathery wings, sheep with wool of spun moonlight, castles floating in the sky. The clouds seemed to mirror the peaceful, imaginative state of her mind, their gentle transformations a reflection of inner calm. She smiled at their whimsical shapes, feeling a sense of lightness and joy. The rhythm of her footsteps on the soft earth became a meditative mantra, each step a quiet affirmation of her journey, her purpose. She noticed the texture of the path beneath her feet, soft earth, smooth stones, springy grasses, each step a gentle sensory experience. The steady rhythmic movement of her body, combined with the peaceful surroundings, created a sense of calm and centeredness. As she climbed higher, the views became more expansive, stretching out across the valley below, revealing the forest she had traversed, the azure pool shimmering like a jewel, the distant hills fading into the horizon. The vastness of the landscape, viewed from this elevated perspective, instilled a sense of awe and wonder, a feeling of being connected to something larger than herself, something ancient and enduring. The sun warmed her face, while a gentle breeze cooled her skin, creating a perfect balance of warmth and freshness. She felt a sense of harmony with her surroundings, a feeling of being exactly where she was meant to be, doing exactly what she was meant to do. The ascent to Stillness Mountain was not a struggle, but a gentle unfolding, a peaceful journey upwards towards the promise of the Stillheart stream and the profound stillness it offered. She felt a quiet anticipation building within her, a gentle excitement for the tranquility that awaited her at the mountain's source. Chapter 5. The Silver Stream Unveiled. Finally, after her gentle ascent, Celeste reached the source of the Stillheart stream. It was not a roaring waterfall, nor a gushing torrent, but a quiet cascade of silver water flowing from a cleft in the heart of Stillness Mountain. The water seemed to shimmer with an inner light, a soft silvery luminescence that reflected the pale sky and the surrounding rocks. The sound was not a rush, but a gentle melodic trickle, like liquid moonlight spilling over smooth stones. The air here was crisp and cool, carrying the clean, pure scent of mountain snow and granite. The vegetation was sparser, consisting of hardy mountain grasses and mosses clinging to the rocks. The landscape was rugged yet serene, a place of quiet strength and enduring beauty. Celeste approached the stream slowly, reverently, feeling a sense of awe and wonder at having reached her destination. She knelt beside the stream, the cool mist rising from the water caressing her face like a gentle blessing. The silver water flowed over smooth gray stones, creating a soft musical murmur. She dipped her hands into the stream, the water icy cold yet strangely comforting. The touch of the water was invigorating, awakening her senses yet also deeply calming, stilling her mind. She cupped her hands and brought the silver water to her lips, drinking deeply. The water was unlike anything she had ever tasted, pure, clear, and imbued with a subtle, almost ethereal energy. As she swallowed, a cool, soothing sensation spread through her body, starting in her throat and flowing outwards, reaching every limb, every cell. A wave of profound peace washed over her, calming her mind, easing her anxieties, stilling the restless currents within. She sat beside the stream, gazing at the silver water flowing endlessly from the mountain's heart. The world around her seemed to quieten, the sounds of nature softening, fading into a peaceful background hum. The only sound that remained prominent was the gentle trickle of the Stillheart stream, a liquid lullaby that resonated deep within her being. She closed her eyes, allowing the sound and the sensation of inner stillness to envelop her completely. Time seemed to slow, to stretch out, to lose its sharp edges. There was no urgency, no need to rush, no desire to be anywhere else. She was present in this moment, completely and utterly, immersed in the tranquility of the Stillheart stream. The silver glimmer of the water reflected the stillness she had found within, a deep, abiding peace that emanated from her heart and radiated outwards. She spent hours by the stream, simply sitting in quiet contemplation, listening to the water, feeling the stillness. She noticed the subtle variations in the stream's flow, the way the light played on the surface, the tiny eddies and currents swirling and dancing. Even in its stillness there was movement, life, a gentle energy that pulsed beneath the surface. As the sun began to set, casting long shadows across the mountain slopes, Celeste felt a sense of deep gratitude for her journey, for the whispers that had guided her, for the gentle path that had led her to this place of profound peace. The Stillheart stream had given her the gift she sought, inner stillness, a quiet center within the storm of life. She knew she would carry this stillness with her wherever her journey took her next, a silver glimmer of peace within her heart, a constant reminder of the tranquility she had found at the source.